When Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba the movie, Mugen Train, exploded onto the big screen and shattered box office records in 2020, grossing over 40 billion yen domestically and dethroning Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away as the highest-grossing Japanese film of all time, it was hailed as a landmark moment for the Japanese film industry. But behind the record-breaking numbers and fanfare, social commentator and internet entrepreneur Hiroyuki Nishimura, best known simply as Hiroyuki, offered a sobering critique. The phenomenal success of Demon Slayer revealed not the strength, but the fundamental weakness of the Japanese film industry. In his characteristic blunt style, Hiroyuki posted on social media and appeared in online forums to express concerns that the film's success was more of an outlier than a new industry standard. When one film makes more money than all the others combined, that's not a healthy ecosystem. That's a crisis, he warned. His commentary triggered a wave of discussion among fans, critics, and industry insiders. This article dives deep into the essence of Hiroyuki's critique, explores the state of Japanese cinema, and examines whether Demon Slayer was a beacon of evolution or merely a bandage covering deep-rooted systemic flaws. A flash of brilliance, or a glimpse of decay. Hiroyuki argued that the overwhelming success of Demon Slayer had less to do with the movie industry and more to do with the anime's existing momentum. The anime TV series, produced by Ufotable, had already amassed a massive following. The film acted as a direct continuation of the story arc, something rarely done in Japanese film. Most anime adaptations tend to be spin-offs, recaps, or non-canon side stories. But Mugen Train broke convention by offering a crucial continuation that fans couldn't afford to miss. According to Hiroyuki, this innovative strategy wasn't something the traditional film industry created. It was the result of risk-taking by animation studios, not live-action film producers. Demon Slayer succeeded because of anime culture, not cinema culture, he noted. His point resonated with many observers. For decades, Japan's live-action film industry has been criticized for being formulaic, dependent on idle actors, and plagued by low production budgets. In contrast, the anime industry, driven by fan engagement and digital innovation, has often taken bigger risks creatively. The idle dependency problem. One of Hiroyuki's key criticisms targets the casting choices in Japanese cinema. Too often, films are cast based on which idol or agency can bring in ticket sales, not based on who fits the role, he said in a YouTube livestream. This over-reliance on Torrento and Johnny's idols leads to watered-down performances and ultimately sacrifices artistic integrity. In contrast, the voice cast of Demon Slayer was carefully chosen for talent and suitability. Natsuki Hane's emotionally charged portrayal of Tanjiro and Akari Kito's subtle delivery as Nezuko elevated the characters beyond typical shonen fare. The immersive soundscape and emotionally resonant score by Yuki Kajiura and Go Shina added further depth. The contrast between Demon Slayer and many recent live-action productions reveals a gap in prioritizing quality over marketability. This discrepancy, according to Hiroyuki, explains why anime films increasingly outperform their live-action counterparts, both domestically and internationally. Lack of innovation and scriptwriting crisis. Another point Hiroyuki emphasizes is the lack of original storytelling in Japanese films. Too many movies or remakes, adaptations of popular manga, or drama extensions. Where are the original screenplays? He asked. The irony is bitter. While manga is a goldmine of creativity, the transition to film often strips away its soul. In many adaptations, production values are low, CGI is subpar, and crucial emotional beats are glossed over. Demon Slayer, on the other hand, was faithful yet bold. The animation quality, fight choreography, and emotional arcs translated perfectly onto the big screen. The effort poured into each frame signaled respect for the source material, something often missing in other adaptations. Ufotable versus the old guard. Hiroyuki's comments also highlighted the generational divide in the industry. Ufotable, the studio behind Demon Slayer, is known for its cutting-edge animation, transparency, and lean production model, though not without controversies. Their approach contrasts starkly with major film companies, which still operate on rigid hierarchies, risk-averse committees, and traditional marketing strategies. He called the success of Ufotable a slap in the face to larger studios like Toho or Shakiku, who have the resources but often fail to innovate. If small teams with vision and courage can create global hits, what's the excuse of the industry giants? He questioned. In International appeal. An untapped market. Another fatal weakness, according to Hiroyuki, is the Japanese film industry's lack of global ambition. While South Korean cinema aggressively pushes its films to international festivals and streaming platforms, earning Oscars, Netflix deals, and cross-border remakes, Japanese films often stay domestic. Demon Slayer changed that narrative, grossing hundreds of millions overseas and making headlines worldwide. But instead of learning from this, many Japanese studios return to business as usual. It's like winning a gold medal and then retiring instead of preparing for the next Olympics, Hiroyuki said mockingly. He urged producers to leverage international interest through better translations, subtitling, and global distribution deals. Without that vision, he believes Japan risks being overshadowed by more agile competitors. Pandemic paradox and lucky timing. Interestingly, some believe Demon Slayer benefited from good timing. Released in October 2020, the film debuted when COVID-19 restrictions were beginning to ease in Japan, and moviegoers were eager for escape. With Hollywood films delayed and domestic competitors sparse, Mugen Train faced little competition. Hiroyuki acknowledged this, calling it a lucky break. However, he stressed that luck alone didn't create the film's quality. If it had been a bad movie, no amount of timing could have saved it, he clarified. Still, the concern remains. Was Demon Slayer's dominance a fluke created by pandemic conditions, or is it sustainable success that others can follow? The future. Adapt or perish. So where does the Japanese film industry go from here? Hiroyuki's solution is clear: embrace change or die slowly. That means investing in new talent instead of recycling celebrities, supporting animation studios with grants and co-productions, encouraging original screenplays and experimental narratives, adopting international marketing strategies, leveraging fan culture the way anime does. Already, studios like MAPPA, Studio Colorido, and Science SARU are following in Ufotable's footsteps. Films like Jujutsu Kaisen Zero and Suzume no Tojimari have continued the anime film trend. But the live-action sector still lags far behind. Conclusion. A wake-up call. Hiroyuki's critique may sound harsh, but it strikes at a painful truth. The Japanese film industry cannot afford to rest on the laurels of Demon Slayer. Its success was not a proof of systemic strength, but rather a spotlight exposing decades of complacency. The fans have spoken. They want quality, sincerity, and innovation. Whether it's through anime or live action, the future belongs to creators who listen, adapt, and dare to dream boldly. Until that happens, Demon Slayer may remain not the beginning of a new era, but a beautiful, haunting reminder of what could have been.